there everyone, Lucamus Prime here, so it's time for another LEGO DC Supervillains character theory and controversy. It's going to be for Martian Manhunter. Yeah, so this is indeed John Jones everyone. Yeah, Martian Manhunter is definitely one of my favourite DC superheroes. He's just awesome. I love his redesign. It's very different to how I was on LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham and LEGO Batman 2 DC superheroes. So what can he do? Well, he has pretty much the same abilities as the previous two games, with a few new ones. So I love the way he attacks, how he likes to phase and like grow in size, and he changes. That's amazing because he can morph, of course. And I think he can lunge with this attack too. That's new. Cool. If I tap A, let's see what happens. Detective mode. Yeah, he had that in like Batman 3. If I hold A, laser. Cool. Well, heat vision if you will, but he's not Superman, is he? He's Martian Manhunter. Nice. I love that laser effect too. Look at his eyes too. And plus, as well, does he hyper jump? Does indeed. Does he fly? Oh yes, he does. Of course he does, yeah. So yeah, he has the same abilities really, but yeah. And what's great as well is, I'm very glad they kept this in the game. Being as the game is focused on villains, they still managed to give this to Martian Manhunter. It turns into his true form again, a big fig. Now, wow, that's an amazing feature they've kept. So very different to how it was like Batman 3, you know, much improved in terms of design. And yeah, so with this he has regenerated basic abilities, of course, yeah. And I think he can hyper jump, that's new, just like Hulk. And then he flies as a big fig, which is cool. A feature that's been around since like Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, of course, yeah. And also I tap A, start detective mode, and also his laser eyes. That's great. Now, unfortunately, doesn't talk him again, which is a bit of a shame, because in LEGO Batman 2 he did have one line of dialogue being calling all justice his heroes, I think it was, yeah. And then in LEGO Batman 3 he was a main character in the story, but unfortunately in this game he has no dialogue, which is a massive shame, isn't it? But I'm pretty sure his vocal acts are provided by Ike Amadi, who reprises his role as him from LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. I don't know if voice from LEGO Batman 2 though. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame. I mean, at least Icky is still in the game as Atrocitus, so he didn't just come in to do vocal effects, he came in to voice Atrocitus as well, so that's great. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame he really doesn't talk. And if you're wondering how do you unlock him, it's pretty simple, because he's a file character, and let me tell you where you find him. You find him on the Daily Planet, so if you come up here, all the way to the Daily Planet right here, you'll find his file, which is just here. But because I've unlocked him, it's a purple coin now. Now, you're probably wondering who my favourite voice actor for Martian Manhunter is. I mean, Icky is one of them, but he's not my favourite. My favourite one is Carl Lumbly from the Justice League and Justice League Unlimited shows. I feel like he totally defined the character with his voice work as in those shows, and I think he's voiced in other things too, as well as those shows, yeah. He does such a great job voicing him. Oh yeah, he did also reprise the role as him in Justice Gods Among Us as a DLC character, which was great. He was definitely one of the best DLC characters in that roster of DLC characters, definitely. He was amazing. And he's voiced in numerous other things too, I think, yeah. And then, of course, for live action, my favourite Martian Manhunter is definitely David Harewood from Supergirl. Yeah, he does a great job playing him, even though, I mean, in most of the series, he's masquerading as Hank Henshaw, but of course in Season 1, he's revealed to be John Jones, not Hank Henshaw, but he still retains the likeness of Hank Henshaw throughout the whole series. And that's fine, really, I mean, because it is David Harewood, because he plays both Hank and Martian Manhunter in his true form. And they do good with designing his true form, yeah, it's very good. So there was one thing I was disappointed about with the TV series Heroes DLC pack, in which we didn't include Martian Manhunter from Supergirl, because it would have been great to see him, you know, to play as him and have him turn into Hank Henshaw. That'd be really cool, you know, play the LEGO version of David Harewood. But unfortunately, that never came to be. What a shame, eh? I mean, because if it included the Flash alongside his pal Cisco, why didn't it include Supergirl with Martian Manhunter? What a shame, eh? But yeah, David does a great job playing him in Supergirl, does such a fantastic job. And yeah, I would love to see Martian Manhunter definitely appear in the DCU at some point. I mean, it's a shame he's not appeared in the Justice League live action film, isn't it? Being as he's part of the Justice League, isn't he? So yeah, I would love to see someone playing very well in live action, definitely. So now we talked about what Martian Manhunter can do in this game and the voice and how you unlock him. Let's take a look at his character profile and read it. So of course known as John Jones, that's his name from Mars, but he takes the human form of John Jones, yeah. Just same, just spelled differently. He's cosplaying to the Justice League, so yeah. Detective mode, flight, heat, hyper jump, stealth, security access, mind control. Oh yeah, there's even more than this. Technology, telekinesis, transform, vent travel, and x-ray vision. So yeah, I use him quite a lot in the game because he's very useful, isn't he? He has so many great abilities. So here's a camera, so let's take a selfie. Who'd have thought a Martian for Mars would have a phone? Then again, he's pretending to be human called John Jones, so fair enough. There we go. I bet, let's see if he's big so we can take a selfie as well. Hey, he can. Cool.
I wonder if Star Labs would give me super enhancements.
Where's Agent Smith? There he is. There we go. Let's read his, oh, this is his big mode, so yeah. Boost lift, so yeah, that's the new ability, and of course, immune to fire. So when he's smaller, he isn't, immune, yeah. That's his weakness. So he is super strength and smash walls with the big fig, cool. Let's read his profile now. Forced to leave his home on Mars, the alien manhunter John Jones began a new life on Earth as the last surviving member of his Green Martian race. Now with his many incredible powers, John has become a founding member of Justice League and one of the world's greatest heroes. First appeared in Detective Comics issue 125 in 1955. Cool, so this really goes 1021. I'll be celebrating his 66th anniversary. Wow, been on for quite a long time, hasn't he? Yeah. So, this was me showing you Martian Manhunter in Lego Supervillains, so be sure to give this video a like, and also let me know in the comments what you think of Martian Manhunter this game if you've played this, what you think of Martian Manhunter in general. Also be sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos coming in the future, and I will see you all later.